Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Solway Cannons.
This is day 4 of our 12-night adventure around the Caribbean on the Norwegian Prima from New York.
Today, we're in San Juan, and it's Christmas Day.
And your birthday, of course.
I got tired of looking at my birthday.
You're old now.
I am.
For those of you who are new here, what took you so long? I'm Andrew.
And I'm Jordan. So as you all know, Santa makes the effort to go everywhere, and the ship put on a huge display for Santa's arrival. There were gifts for everyone, for children, for adults, and you could queue up, and the queue went on for days, which was really nice. It was a really nice vibe on Christmas Day walking across the ship, especially for my birthday. It just made it all feel a little bit more memorable.
We had a later arrival into San Juan, so it gave us a perfect opportunity to have a wander around the ship and watch us coming into port. The view was amazing.
The weather looks a bit ropey and showers were forecast, but we were very lucky. All the clouds disappeared and within a couple of hours it warmed up, which was great. San Juan is really, really pretty in the sun.
And there's me and Jordan on our surfboards.
Which one are you?
The one filming, of course.
Oh, standard. This is the best place for the cruise ships to park up, right by the old town. However, we parked up further up into San Juan, and then NCL provided a shuttle service for us straight into the old town, which was quite nice.
Today we needed a quick grab and go breakfast, so we went up to the buffet. Even though the buffet is smaller on the Prima than compared to the other NCL ships, there's still a lot on offer.
It's time to get off the ship. We're heading into the old town, straight down to San Juan, and we're getting on the free shuttle service on the way. Bienvenido todos a Puerto Rico.
The shuttle only took around 10 minutes to get from the cruise ship to the old town. It gave us a real good opportunity to see some of the buildings that you wouldn't normally see if you got off at the old town. This is the Capitol building, very similar to the one that's in Washington DC. We are in Puerto Rico and it's Christmas Day. And there are 6 total cruise ships in Puerto Rico today. So it's busy and everything's shut. It is 30 degrees. Sweeping generalisation, not everything is shut, but most stuff is shut. Hot. And it's hot and sweaty. We're literally doing a quick run around just to show you all what San Juan looks like.
Before we go to my birthday thing.
We're going back to the port to get our excursion.
Birthday excursion.
Where do we go in?
We're going ziplining.
Ziplining.
Through the Plantia Shacks.
Potentially. I might have got it completely wrong.
We're ziplining though. It's probably just one 10-metre zip line, you get off and then have a coffee.
No, you can have a bushwhacker.
We have a bushwhacker.
Or is that in St. Thomas?
Have you ever had a bushwhacker?
Bushwhacker? I don't even know it. Spoiler alert, it wasn't San Juan where we whacked bush. It was in St. Thomas, which is our next stop. The shuttle bus dropped us off at Columbus Square, which is in the centre of the old town. It was really easy to navigate from there to go down all of the little pretty streets. The bus picks you up from the same place on the way back as well.
I thought you said everything was shut.
I did say it was a sweeping generalisation. Oh, that's interesting.
Nice shorts too.
Suits you, sir.
San Juan is really pretty. It's got that Art Deco kind of vibe. Feels a little bit like downtown Miami. It feels very reminiscent of American culture, which is great. It's a really, really great place to visit.
And if you need a taste of home, they've even got a Burger King. Hi George and Ken if you're watching.
Due to our excursion coming up later on, and due to the fact that we needed to get back to the ship for the excursion, we probably spent about an hour in total in Puerto Rico. We wanted to make sure we saw as much as we could in the short time. We had a really, really lovely time there, but it was definitely a sweeping visit, so we're really looking forward to going back in the future.
This was definitely our favourite port to visit, so much so that we decided to come back in April for a transatlantic cruise from San Juan.
It's going to be really interesting to test out the difference between Virgin and NCL, and I can't wait to feed back to you because I'm not sure at the moment. We'll see how it goes. See, I told you the weather perked up. Bright and sunny, it was about 30 degrees. We were sweating. It was a lovely day though. For the Instagrammers and the influencers out there, you can play with the monkeys, you can play with the parrots, whatever goes in San Juan.
And we're now back at Columbus Square. It's pretty easy to find your way back to here.
Time to get back on the bus, we need to get back to the ship. Let's go ziplining.
Time to get back on the ship, and we're going to do a double dip to the buffet to see what lunch is like up there.
I'm not a huge fan of pizza, but these focaccia pizzas were 10 out of 10. Definitely the perfect lunch before you go ziplining.
I am a big fan of a salad, and the salad in the buffet was really good, especially with the ranch dressing.
Looking at all the reviews for the Prima, lots of people mention that the buffet is smaller. I think this has been my favourite buffet on all of the NCL ships. The food seems a lot higher quality, it's a lot nicer, the food's hotter. So for me, the smaller buffet meant better quality, better ingredients, better options really. So the buffet for me was an overall win. And everyone loves a Costco cake. Apparently it's not a Costco cake, but it tastes like one.
A trip to the buffet wouldn't be complete without Jordan getting a soft serve. He loves a Mr. Whippy.
We've now arrived at EcoQuest Experiences in San Juan. It took us about 45 minutes to get here from the ship, not far. I don't know if it would be further if you were to dock in the other place where the other ship's docked, but I reckon it's about 45 minutes to an hour to get there. It's in the middle of the plantations, in the middle of nowhere, which is stunning really, and time to have a little look.
It's not just ziplining that you can do at EcoQuest, they've got a range of experiences. We've popped the link in the description below for more information. The reception of EcoQuest is in a mojito bar, which is perfect if you need to steady your nerves.
This is where the zipline ends. You actually zipline directly into this bar, which is quite cool. Here's me, getting ready to go with my red gloves. That's Andrew.
Are you checking my fit?
And now time to start the trail. Top tip from us and the people who were in front of us, take trainers that you're willing to get wrecked. It was quite muddy, it was quite dirty, but it's absolutely fine.
We were at the activity for about 3 hours. It was a combination of 7 different zip lines and then walking across rope bridges as well.
Hello. Ooh. And that is exactly why they say don't walk and talk on the phone. This is a workout.
They're so friendly though.
It's really good. Such an amazing experience.
Unfortunately, the camera doesn't pick up the depth of the scenery, and the view we had was outstanding. Probably one of the best I've ever had on an excursion. When we were going on the zip line, the men kept asking me where I was from. They thought I was either from Puerto Rico, or from Costa Rica, or from Colombia. They thought I had basically Spanish skin, which was hilarious. And then when I started speaking Spanish to them, they were quite shocked. They were really impressed with my Spanish and thought I sounded like them, which was really nice for a Spanish teacher, I guess. It just made the whole experience a little bit more fun for me, and I got to practice some Spanish.
Because we managed to complete all 7 zip lines, we thought we'd treat ourselves to a mojito and an empanada. These were so good, we had to go up and get another one. They were delicious.
We've had a lovely time, and now it's time to head back to the ship.
This evening we're going to Hudsons and having dinner together with friends that we've met on board. We've had a wonderful day in San Juan. We went ziplining.
It was awesome.
Went to have a little look around the town, and now we're going for our Christmas dinner.
Yes. Thank you very much for today.
You're welcome. Happy
It was
birthday.
really good, thank you. A huge thanks to this lovely group of gents who made our cruise so memorable.
The Christmas menu was really good, but we got so carried away with the company that we were with that we forgot to film most of it. This was the starter.
Happy birthday to you. Wow, look at that. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jordan. Happy birthday to you.
After a lovely night of celebrating with amazing people for my birthday, we have now arrived in St. Thomas, one of the beautiful islands on this trip.
Today we went to the local bar and grill for breakfast. I think the image speaks for itself. It was delicious. The service is outstanding in here and the food goes to match. Before we even got off the ship, we can see how pretty St. Thomas looked.
Some people say that when you go to the Caribbean, all the islands look the same. I think it's fair to say that St. Thomas has its own identity, its own culture, and it's really, really pretty.
Good morning from
Morning,
St.
everyone.
Thomas. We haven't really got much planned for the day. We're going to go up the Skyride to Paradise Point at some point in time, but we're going to have a wander around.
It is hot
Hot, hot, hot. It is like 8 o'clock, so
and it's 29 degrees.
it's going to be warm and
It's really
sweaty.
nice here though, isn't it? It looks a little bit like Cannes or San Tropez kind of vibes.
There's the Caribbean.
Yeah, so like better basically.
In order to beat the queues, we made our way straight to the Skyride as soon as we got off the ship. We knew that it was going to be busy today. If you're on a Norwegian ship, I would 100% recommend to buy this excursion on the ship, only because you'll get shore credit and you pretty much get buy one get one free.
So this car's continuously moving like a standard funicular, and the gentlemen when you get there organise you into rows. They pretty much pack you like sardines into these cabins, but they're really, really good. The gentlemen were really friendly as well. They had a bit of a giggle with us.
There we go. Rest of them, come on. It's a long line. There we go.
It doesn't take too long to reach the top. It's funny to watch your cruise ship disappearing into the distance.
It's totally dependent which port you put into, but there were 5 ships in town today, so you can see our 3 there, and there were 2 further back on the other side of the island.
Time for the world famous bushwhacker.
Again, the camera doesn't really pick up the depth of the island or the view at all. You can see the view is absolutely stunning, but in person it was a bit breathtaking. The colour of the water, the depth of the island, how high up we were, it was just phenomenal. And to be able to see all those ships in port, what a nice day.
It was relatively quiet when we got to the top, but there was plenty to do up there. There were shops, a bar and a restaurant. There's a really good viewpoint over on the right hand side which gives you a perfect view all over the island.
Now we've soaked up all the views, it's time to go soak up a bushwhacker in the bar. Let's go check out this beast.
God, it's like I'm actually sitting on crack.
The bushwhacker was delicious, I would highly recommend. Word of warning though, it is very strong, maybe not for 10 o'clock in the morning.
Andrew, do you want to tell them how excited you were about the floor?
I was fascinated how the funicular was working and this floor moving back and forth to keep the rope tight. For those of you who are interested in how long it takes to get down, it's roughly about the same time as it takes to get up. We were at Paradise Point for about 2 hours, so it just goes to show how much the line will increase. It's now midday. Because St. Thomas is a US Virgin Island, they also have a US Postal Service, which works in the same way as it does in mainland United States.
It's the perfect place to send your postcards home to arrive before you get there.
We're on our way back from Paradise Point.
Andrew's a
I
couple
know.
of drinks deep.
Two-
He had a bushwhacker and he's a bit whack.
Bushwhacker, I don't even know her.
It was strong though, wasn't it?
It was very strong, yeah.
I had a lovely
It was good,
banana
though.
daiquiri, which was like amoxicillin on crack, wasn't it?
It was good.
was
I also drank that. Which is what, and it's it's like 11 o'clock in the morning.
It's not
So,
even that.
We're heading back to the ship now to frequent fry on the pool deck. St. Thomas is really nice. I think we should probably next time plan to do a bit more here because it's like a really nice
So two of the
part of the
people we
world.
met have gone scuba diving this morning,
Scuba.
and I'm a bit jealous of that actually. If we would
Oh,
come
yeah.
back, that's what I would do here next.
Yeah. It's very nice. Highly
It's really
recommend.
lovely, yeah.
After doing a spot of sunbathing on the pool deck, the dinner tonight was in Cagneys, one of the specialty restaurants.
Andrew's favourite part of this experience is selecting his Malbec from the amazing selection on the iPad.
The decor in Cagneys on the Prima is quite different to that on the other ships. This is much more modern than what we would normally be used to.
A huge shout out to this lovely family. Everyone please give them a wave back. They were so kind and so friendly.
As part of the specialty dining, you get one appetizer, one entree, one side and one dessert.
And my favourite part, the warm fresh bread.
The wine glasses are the best in Cagneys. They're literally the size of my face.
We selected the shrimp cocktail to start, so 3 lovely shrimp each. The tomato dip was tasty.
We also both went for the fillet steak with the truffle fries on the side. The steak was absolutely spot on, very tasty.
And for dessert, Andrew had the cheesecake and I had the wonderful 7-layer chocolate cake.
And to cap the night off, we're meeting some friends in the Metropolitan Bar. The cocktails in here are really interesting.
There's a range of sustainable cocktails, for example the croissant Mai Tai.
Join us next time.
To see how many margaritas Andrew can drink,
We do some more go-karting,
we meet up with a strong-minded lady.
and we ring in the new year with new friends. Until next time, bye!
Adios.